Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys, so we are trading in a very choppy market right now, very trappy. You had the gap up yesterday to give it all back and more, back down to the support, came back up for the gap up to resistance, and you reject from there. So what I will say is price is respecting levels pretty decently. So if you're a scalper, day trader, you should be having a good time. But in terms of the swing trader, obviously we have been in a kangaroo market. So just wanted to point that out. But yeah, you came up to resistance here. We're watching yesterday's high. And obviously, like, hey, we're towards the end of the day. We're going into the next week. So in the weekly update, we will be taking a look at the daily and the weekly chart. In this video, we're just going to take a look at the 15-minute chart over here on SPY and QQQ. So the levels I'm watching is 384.71. Above there opens the door back up to 387.98, which if you do push back up there, I do have to assume you're probably going to push into the supply zone and test that and see if there's some sell orders sitting there. And then on the downside, you are looking for a break under 381.45, and underneath there does open up the door to 379.93, so 380. And then if you really do fall underneath there, then that does open the door to 374.33. Until we do break under 374.33, you do not have a confirmation of a daily downtrend. But if you do, let's just take this off real quick. Again, we will look at this stuff in the weekly update. We're going to keep this video short here. You have your, all right, I know it's going to put drawings on it, but you have your high, you have your low, you have another high. If you come down here and you sweep underneath this low right here from this candlestick, 374.33, that would confirm that you do now have a downtrend, and there is where we would be expecting 368.63 to come into play. And obviously 373, which was the breakout level from all the way back here that we were watching for, and you just came shy of it, just $1.50 over there. So that is what I'm watching over there on QQ. Let's come over to SPY. I'm going to point out there's this downtrend. If you break this downtrend, you have a chance to run back up to 458. Then past there, most likely you're going to go up and test yesterday's high at 459.44. Now, again, we are just spending time in the supply zone, so any sell orders are just continuously getting eaten up. And that is something I mentioned that, hey, if we're going to see a decent sell here, that is not something you want to see. Just my thoughts on that one, just my thoughts. But yeah, you're watching this downtrend right here. And if you do break above this trend line and get, we'll say, a 5-minute close, I watched the 15-minute chart, but 5-minute if you want to know early. 5-minute close above that trend line, you likely are going to push up here to yesterday's high. Now, underneath, we have 455.16. And if you do manage to get a close underneath there, a 15-minute close, well, what will we be looking for? 452.17 all the way down here. So until you can break down underneath 452 over here in SPY, you will not have confirmation that you're likely coming all the way down here. You will have 450 right underneath there, the 450 to 448.50 demand zone down there. And if you do break that, which if you do break this low right here, then I have to assume you are most likely going to come all the way back here and have a larger scale correction down to 444. That is what I'm watching. I'm just letting you know it is clearly a kangaroo market. I do still think a big seller, or a big, he was a buyer, but I think a big guy or several big guys sold yesterday, and that's really the only thing that could have caused this big fat red candle over here in SPY. Plus, you had the DOJ come out with they're just considering raising rates, and that, I guess, scared everyone. I didn't think that was all that serious. I saw that on Twitter, and I did not know that is what really scared the market. I saw several things on Twitter, something also about Italy. But yeah, I didn't know which one was causing the massive sell-off. I guess that was it, but that makes sense with the gap up we got today. You had a lot of shorts pile on, and as long as the market just completely forgets about the news that came out yesterday, shorts get squoze. And that is what happened here. And yeah, that is pretty much it. With that being said, I will just flash IWM real quick. You have a little head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders formation going on right here. And if you do break above there, you're likely going to retest this high up at 197.90. So that is something to be watching out for if you're an IWM trader. There you go. And with that being said, I will catch you in the weekly update tomorrow. Peace.